Beep beep, everybody. This is the third installment of Battle of the $5 Boxes, where we battle Baseball Jumbo Box from Rite Aid versus Baseball Collector's Edge from Walgreens. Beep beep. And as you can see, these are both from the Fairfield Company. And we'll start. I think we'll start with the Rite Aid one. One caveat: this weighs more than this one. In my prior two videos, I actually weighed both packages to make sure that they were a fair battle between the two. But in this case, all of my what I have left of the Collector's Edge, I have three of these boxes sitting on my shelf, of which this is one, and I have three of these, of which this is one. And these all weigh more than that one. This weighs 5.5 ounces, and this weighs 7 ounces. I have no idea why there's a discrepancy, because prior boxes I weighed them, they both weighed 5.5 ounces each. 1 in 8 of these contain a hit, and I'm assuming the odds are pretty similar for that one, although it doesn't state it on the box. So I'm going to open up Rite Aid first, because, well, it's the lighter box, so we're anticipating maybe there's more in the Walgreens box. More of what? I don't know. More junk wax, most likely. And this is what the inside of the Rite Aid box looks like. The pack is on the left instead of the right, which is where I'm used to seeing it. And let's get this out. And I'll just lay this over here to the side. And our pack is a 1990 Fleer. I don't remember ever opening 1990 Fleer in these. Not that that's any kind of big whoop, but it is what it is. So that's actually a pretty good start right here. This is a Topps Chrome from 2008 of Ryan Howard. Big power hitting first baseman for the Phillies. So that's pretty cool. Back in 2006, he had 58 home runs. I don't have any Topps Chrome from that far back. Every single one of these seems to have one of these All-Star Game 2017 cards. This is Jed Lowry from obviously 2017. I don't know why I'm looking on the back. They're going every which way here. All right, there's Buddy Bell on 88 Donruss. Nick Markakis on Topps Chrome. 2018. I still can't remember the difference between 17 and 18's designs. That's an all-star card. That's actually not too bad. Bubba I have a mouthful here. Bubba Trammell on 2000. I think that's 2001. Jason Schmidt on 2000 Topps. Bo Allred. And Scott Heeman and Mark Gardner from 90 Fleer. We have an 87 Fleer of Nate Snell. Here's a 90. Whoops. They're stuck together. Dan Plesac. 90 Fleer of Carlton Fisk. Football card. Oops, brains. How did that get in here? Mike Dial. And I do not follow football at all, and I've never collected football cards. So this is from 1990 Topps, and I guess we'll just plop that over to the side there. Well, we'll put it in the commons pile. Jerry Hairston from 87 Fleer. I'm just making sure it's not the update set. Sometimes they put update cards in here. Ryan Madsen. Chase Larson, that's a Bowman first card. I don't know who Chase Larson is. That's from 2011. Remember, if you've seen any of my other videos, I've stated that I stopped following baseball around the time of the steroid scandal, when they were all making fools of themselves in front of Congress, and I just stopped following it after that. So I'm not familiar with any players from that time up until recent years, where I'm starting to refamiliarize myself with the game. Eric Abar, that's a really cool photo there. Well, it doesn't matter which side we go, they're all flipped one way or another. All right, we should have just flipped that one card. Ernesto Friari, pardon me while I get my mouth in condition. Niger Morgan is letting out a big burp and getting ready to give somebody a huge hug. Neil Walker. So we got a lot of these 2012 cards here. A Zoilo Almonte rookie card from Bowman Chrome. That's a name I'm not familiar with. B.J. Upton, I believe I've heard of him. Rafael Furcal. And Jason Giambi. So this has been a kind of a curious pack. It's got a wide variety of stuff. Jamie Moyer. The only baseball card of Roger Lefrancois. I had to look this up because I was wondering whatever happened to Roger Lefrancois. I think I got another one of these in one of these boxes. I was like, whatever happened to that guy? Because he came up, he played 8 games, got 4 hits and 10 at bats, one of them being a double, had an RBI and a run scored. And that was his only appearance in Major League Baseball. He finished his career 4 for 10, 400 batting average. Played a few more years in the minors, and that was it. And I think he's running things like baseball camps in like Connecticut or someplace. I don't remember all the details of what he did after baseball, but this is his only baseball card. And you're probably bored out of your mind that I know all this information about this one common card, but sometimes curiosity gets the best of you. Julio Machado, that's from 92. There's Dick Schofield on Leaf. There's Hall of Fame manager Bobby Cox. Lee Guterman. That looks like it's sort of out of phase down there. Is the other card like that? The way the printing, it looks kind of blurry. Either that or I had too much breakfast cereal. Pat Clements. Brent Maine. Beep Beep. That's Fleer Ultra. Shane Rowley. Fleer's Baseball Hottest Stars. That's one of those small boxed sets that they came out back in the day. I remember Shane Rowley. He was pitched for the Phillies for a few years. There's Von Hayes. Which pinnacle is this? 92. Brian Holman. Jeff Fassaro. And Lance Johnson on a very early Topps Gallery card from 97, which is pretty cool looking old. Looks like an old picture frame for old paintings with the label down here. That was a neat design. Beep Beep, Mike Dunn, Keith Miller, Dave Martinez, Mark Clear. This is almost like opening up a 1990 Upper Deck pack. Cards are every which way, upside down, this way, that way. Dave Anderson, Tim Wakefield. I guess I'll put him over there. There's Dusty Baker on an early Fleer card. Which one is this? 86 Fleer. I didn't collect too much of the Fleer and Donruss. It's got some edging issues over here. Up through 83, and then I made the mistake of not continuing that, and I wish I had. I could have kicked myself in the butt for not buying the 84 sets when they first came out, because they're the 84 Donruss and 84 Fleer are two of the most expensive base card sets from the 1980s. We got 2 Jack McDowells, so one is a clone. You get to tell me which one it is. I'm not sure. They do a good job of cloning people these days. Beep Beep. Junior Ortiz, Jose Oquendo. What do we got here? The Texas League. This is Mark Zappoli. I'm not sure who made these. I think I may have seen these somewhere, that I didn't buy any of these myself. I don't know who made this. It says Impel. I don't. That one's doesn't ring a bell. I don't even know if that guy ever made it to the big leagues. Mark Lee. Almost looks like he's sporting a unibrow there. And Mike McFarland. Let's open up the 1990 pack. So I thought this was a much more interesting Rite Aid box than I'm used to seeing. It's kind of got a nice variety. Yeah, there's a lot of junk in it, but, you know, that's the fun of it. A lot of these cards I haven't actually seen, so it's kind of like opening up something brand new. I guess that's a Dave Hansen rookie card. There's Jose Gonzalez, Gino Petralli, Dave Martinez, Mark Gubasa, Mike Poliarulo, Walt Terrell, Dan Schatzeder, Lance Parrish, Tom Henke, Stan Javier. It looks like he's almost sporting a unibrow there. Dickie Thon, Rance Mullenix. Looks like he's perplexed. And Doug Drabeck, who had a pretty decent career. We're going to move these off to the side. Where exactly am I going to put them? I guess over there. And we're going to judge these based on this pile and these burp cards, and the sticker doesn't play any role. Let's open up Collector's Edge and see why this one weighs 1.5 ounces more than the Rite Aid box. Well, it looks like it just has more cards in it. That looks like it has more cards in it. So that's what's making the difference. More cards. Oh, let me keep that up here. Alrighty, what's the pack in here? 1990 Fleer. What do you know? Okay, beep beep. Chase Utley. What do we got here? What is this? Topstown.com. You know, I have never seen that before. That's from 2011. Log on to topstown.com and enter this special code. Code expires January 31, 2012. Redemption codes can be used one time only. So I missed out on that fun. I'm sure that was a blast back in the day. But, yeah, IPC Chase Utley cards. I think he was a really great player. I don't know if he's going to make it, has the potential for Hall of Fame or not. I'll have to look at his numbers again. There's Harold Reynolds. Oh, Greg Maddox. That's a good one from Score. What have we got here? Ken Holtzman. Action Packed. Ken Holtzman was played back in the 70s, didn't he? So what the heck is Action Packed? High Pro Marketing Incorporated, copyright 1992. The edging is really screwed up on that. Look at that. I don't know if you can make that out. Look at that. So, whatever we were thinking of this, the card is really beat up. Well, put it in that pile. 88 Andre Dawson. Corey Nebel. Here's another one of these Topstown cards. This is Adam Jones. See? You know, this might be a bunch of junk. There are sometimes things in here that give me pause, like, what's this? I've never seen this before. Paul Konerko, this is Upper Deck, and I'm not familiar with that set. That's from '09. I'm not familiar with much of the Upper Deck stuff other than the early 90s and the 89 set. So I am seeing some new things in here. There's an 87 Topps Steve Jeltz. Kevin Franson. What design is that from? 2010. See, I don't have any 2010s. I've mentioned this on other videos. I collected from 79 up to 91. And then after that, I bought a couple things in the mid-90s, but I stopped actively collecting in 91 or so and just bought a few things after that. So I've never seen the 2010 Topps set. I have seen plenty of these, though. 89 Topps Dennis Rasmussen. There's Nick Asaski on 90 Topps. Gary Gaetti had a pretty good career. That's from 96 Topps. I have a box of that I haven't opened yet. Factory sealed set. There's Troy Gloss from a Fleer set I've never seen before. '06. Although it says copyright the Upper Deck Company. I need to go through these company. Why is Upper Deck copywriting a Fleer thing? Did Upper Deck buy Fleer? I don't remember. I'll have to look up the histories of these companies. Everything got screwy after I gave up collecting. It was just like, you just assumed Donruss and Fleer would go on forever, but they're all owned by other people now, or other companies. Troy Gloss, Manny Alexander on a Pinnacle. Juan Augusto from our favorite 1991 Fleer set. We can't get enough of yellow cards. Juan Augusto again, this time from 87, back when he was with the Twins. Pardon me, sinuses are giving me problems today. Junior Ortiz, there's Jay Bell, Roy Smith, Storm Davis, Christy Mathewson. What were these called? The Conlon the Conlon Collection. That's a tongue twister. From 1993. That's a nice colorized card. Oh, we got 1981 Fleer, Gene Tennis, who had pretty decent WAR numbers. He didn't have a very high batting average, but boy, he got on base. Look at this. 6 seasons of over 100 walks, and he was normally hitting like 250, 220, 230. Also had some power for a catcher. Len Dykstra. Dave Dravecki. Maglio Ordonez. I'm not sure what year that's from. 2003 Topps. I don't know if the blue border means anything because I don't have any 2003 Topps. I've got some 2003 Heritage, but I don't have any from 2003 Topps. So I don't know if the blue border means anything. If you know, leave a note in the comments. Andres Thomas, Wade Davis, another Troy Gloss, 06 MLB Home Run Derby, another Wade Davis. So we got more cloning going on inside these boxes. Here's a Kurt Stillwell from 86 Topps Traded. Got a little bit of fraying across the bottom. Tim Cruz, okay. Check and make sure these are not the traded set. Randy Velarde. Glenn Davis from 91. Franklin Stubbs. Chris James. Tom Candiotti. Manny Lee. I'm just checking to make sure they're not from the traded set. Jim Gantner. And Brian Downing. Alan Ripley from the 83 Donruss set. That's some older stuff. Mike Lacoste. Ernie Camacho. Which year did this come out? This is 85 Fleer. I haven't seen much 85 Fleer. Bobby Kelly from Bowman. 93 Bowman. Beep, beep. Joe Carter, All-Star card. From 92 Topps. Mark Hutton. Mark Langston from 90 score. Whoop. These two are stuck together. Beep, beep. 2008 documentary. That's Vladimir Guerrero on that card. That one, that's an upper deck. Felix Fermin. We have a Bowman Chrome Prospects of J.D. Davis. What's that date from? 2015. Pedro Guerrero from 87 Tops. Mike Moustakas from Bowman, 2012. Not sure if the brown border means anything on that. This is from a time period when I wasn't collecting. Oh, that's cool. Diamond Kings, Hall of Famer Richie Ashburn. That's from 2020. I don't think I've opened any 2020 Diamond Kings up, but that's pretty cool. Danny Jackson, Craig Lefferts, Mike Fetters, beep beep. Hall of Famer Eddie Murray on 88 Tops, Walt Terrell, John Kruk from 92 score, Eric Davis from 92 score. Make sure there's not somebody stuck to the back there. Tyrone Hill, first round draft pick. I'm not sure whatever happened to Tyrone. Hall of Famer Dave Winfield, and Greg Jeffries. And we got just a few more cards left. These all look like they're from 90 Tops. Hall of Famer Lee Smith, Dave Cochran, Kurt Manwaring, Lee Guterman, Mookie Wilson. Yes, before Mookie Betts, there was another gentleman named Mookie, and that was Mookie Wilson. Mookie was not born with that name. I don't remember what his original name is, but you can look him up on Baseball Reference where they give players full birth names. Les Lancaster, Jose Canseco, Ron Gant, Bob Dernier, Bill Schroeder, Hall of Fame manager Whitey Herzog, Rick Cerrone, and Greg Harris. Let's open up our 1990 Fleer pack. Beep, beep. There's our stickers cards. We have Tim Cruz, Juan Gonzalez, that's cool, Mike Fitzgerald, Kevin Seitzer, Greg Harris, Dave Righetti, Eric Anthony, Brian Downing, Nelson Liriano, Lance Blankenship, Lenny Dykstra. Whoops, slip sliding away. Lloyd Mosby, Billy Hatcher, Wally Backman, and 90 Fleer All-Star Team Kirby Puckett. I don't think I've ever seen this before. So, again, I'm finding new things I've never seen before. So let's pull these aside. They're not going to be used as our basis for who wins. And I think this one is easily Walgreens this time, and I think it's because the sheer number of cards they put in, and I think these Bat Meets Ball and Burpin card isn't enough for me to put that ahead. I could go through there and see which of the cards is more Hall of Fame numbers, but I'm not going to. We're going to give this one to Walgreens just based on the sheer number of cards, a 7-ounce box versus 5.5-ounce box. You think that might make a difference? Well, apparently it did in this case. So that is our third installment of Battle of the $5 boxes. This is what the Walgreens box looks like, and this is what the Rite Aid looks like on the left. So Walgreens won it. Thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed the video. I don't know what the fascination with these $5 boxes is, but hey, I have fun opening them. I hope you have fun watching them. I'm sorry I take so long going through them. I just like to look at the individual cards, and I don't care if they're players I've never heard of before or if they're common cards. I just like looking at them. I mean, the designs are cool. You have to look at this from an artistic perspective sometimes, and I like doing it that way. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, and comment. Everyone, take care. Hope you have a great day. Beep, beep.